Hey everyone, and welcome. If you've ever looked at Arabic script and felt a little intimidated, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're going to unlock the single most important key to pronunciation. And you know what? By the end of this quick session, you'll be sounding out words all on your own. So let's get started. So, take a look at this word on the screen. It's just 3 letters. But how do you say it? Is it kataba? Or maybe kutiba? Or kutub? If you're feeling a bit lost right now, that is completely normal. In fact, that right there is the biggest hurdle for every single beginner, and we are about to solve it for good.
Well, the secret to solving this puzzle is something called harakat. Now, that word literally means movements, and that's the perfect description. They give movement and sound to otherwise silent letters. Just think of them as tiny little keys, a secret code that unlocks the correct pronunciation for any word.
All right, let's dive into our very first key. We're starting here because it's super common and really straightforward. Once we get this one down, you'll already be a third of the way there.
And you know, the beautiful thing about the Fatha is just how simple it is. As you can see, it's just this small diagonal dash, and it always sits right above the letter. The sound it makes, it's that short, sharp ah sound, like in the word cat. Yep, simple as that.
Now here's a little trick to get the sound just right. It's all about your mouth shape. For the FAT-HAH, you want to open your mouth nice and wide, kind of like you're about to yawn. That wide open shape is what naturally creates that perfect ah sound. Okay, you ready to give it a try? Let's practice. I'll say it, then you repeat. Remember, open your mouth wide. Ba. Good. Let's do the next one. Da. And one more. Ja. Excellent work. Okay, now for our first challenge sound. This isn't your typical ha like in the word hello. No, this is ha. To make this sound, imagine you're trying to fog up a pair of glasses, but the breath is coming from deep down in your throat. It's like a heavy, breathy sigh. Now you try.
And now for challenge sound number 2. This is kh. This sound comes from the very, very back of your throat. It's kind of like the sound you make when you're lightly gargling or just gently clearing your throat. It's got this little bit of a rasp to it. Listen, kh, kh. Go ahead, give it a go.
All right, 1 down, 2 to go. You're doing great. Let's move on to our next vowel, the kasra. This one has a totally different feel and sound, but trust me, it's just as easy. Okay, so the big clue for kasra is where it lives. While the FAT-HAH was up top, the kasra is a small dash that always goes below the letter. That position is your signal, and the sound it makes is a short I, just like the I in the word sit.
And just like before, our mouth shape is the key. To make the kasra sound perfectly, I want you to pull the corners of your mouth back, just like you're making a slight smile. That smiling shape is what naturally creates that E sound. Let's try it out. Remember that little smile. Repeat after me. B. Nice. Next one. T. And G. See how that smile just makes the sound click into place?
Time to combine. Let's take that deep, breathy sigh from the throat, h. And now we're just going to add our smiling E sound to it. It becomes hi. It's that same deep breath, but it finishes with that E sound. Listen again. Hi. It's your turn.
And the same idea here. We take that light gargle sound from the back of the throat, kh, and we add that smiling E sound. It becomes kh, kh. The rasp is still there, but it just ends with E. Let's try it. Kh. Fantastic. We've covered our open sound and our smiling sound. So let's meet our final short vowel, the Dammah. And this one is all about rounding things out.
The Dammah looks like a tiny little curl or a loop, kind of like a comma on its side. And just like the Fatha, it sits above the letter. The sound it makes is a short sound, like the in put or the oo in book.
To nail this sound, you've got to round your lips. Imagine you're about to whistle or you're about to say ooh. Make a small circle with your lips. That shape is the secret to the Dammah. Okay, let's practice this. Go ahead and round those lips. Repeat after me, boo. Good. Next up, tu. And finally, ju. Perfect. All right, final challenge combination. We're going to take that deep, throaty sigh, ha, and now add that rounded lip position. It becomes hu, hu. You should feel that deep breath passing right through your rounded lips. Listen, hu, hu. And for our very last one, that guttural gargle sound, kh, followed by rounding your lips for the oo sound, kh. It's that rasp from the back of your throat followed by that oo shape. Let's hear it. Kh, kh.
You've done it. You now have all 3 keys. You've learned the sounds, the symbols, and the mouth positions. And now it's time for the payoff. Let's see how this all comes together to read a real word. This is the moment where it all just clicks into place.
Okay, let's build this word together, step by step. The first letter has a Fatha, so it's tha. The second letter also has a Fatha, so we add it on, thaba. And the last letter has a Fatha too. Put it all together, and what do you get? Thabata. And just like that, you've combined 3 simple sounds to read your very first Arabic word. Seriously, congratulations.
Before we wrap up, I want to give you one pro tip. This is the one thing that will immediately make you sound so much more authentic because it tackles the single most common mistake beginners make. Here's the deal. Harakat are short vowels. That means they get one quick beat of sound. That's it. Listen to the difference. The correct way is quick and punchy. Ba. The incorrect way is to stretch it out. Ba. If you stretch the sound, you're actually changing it into a completely different vowel. And that can change the entire meaning of a word. So remember, always keep it short and sharp.
So in just a few minutes, you've built an incredibly solid foundation. You've basically learned the system that governs all Arabic pronunciation. You hold the keys now. The only question is, what door are you going to open next? Congratulations on taking this huge first step. The most important thing now is practice. Just go back, say these sounds out loud until they feel totally natural. And if you're ready to build on this, make sure you subscribe to continue your Arabic adventure with us. You did a great job today, and we'll see you in the next one.